Hello, everyone. How are you this morning? It is Tuesday. It's time for me live on YouTube. I love going live on here. Do you know what? I've said this before in my lives, way back, 6 weeks ago. I was like, no, can't go live on YouTube. Can't do it. It's too scary. Why would anybody want to watch me? I'm here live every week now, and you know what? I really do like it. Some of the tech confuses me a little bit, but we're getting there with that, and I've got support and help with it, so it's fine. But yeah, it just goes to show that there's things that stop us from doing stuff, and it's often up here. There's something we're afraid of it not working. We're afraid of what people will think. We're afraid of the tech. We're afraid of putting ourselves out there, whatever it might be. But actually, give it a try. It's not that scary. Well, it's very scary the first time, but you get used to it, don't you? You get used to doing these things, and sometimes we wonder, I've put that off for ages. I've been saying to myself for 2 years in business, running Direct Selling Success, need to get live on YouTube. Need to get live on YouTube. And you can do it, you see. Anyway, welcome to my regular Tuesday live. It's so lovely to be here. My name is Anna Green. If you've never seen me before, I run a company called Direct Selling Success, where I teach network marketers and direct sellers to sell without spam, without feeling icky about their messaging, without feeling horrible, without worrying about losing their friends and how that it will make people feel. I teach a really ethical way of building a business, one that I've used myself in a very successful direct selling business for over 17 years. That works, that you can get to the top of your company without stepping on everybody underneath. You don't need to do that. You can actually build a heartfelt, authentic business of your own that is highly successful and without resorting to any of those dubious tactics that are so often heard about in network marketing. So I have been teaching here for 6 weeks now on YouTube, and I have been talking about growing your customer base, because everything starts with that customer base. That customer base has to be consistently growing. You have to be bringing new people into your world all the time in a way that suits you. To be able to have a successful business, because everything comes from that customer base. Your sales, your bookings, your social media following, your recruits, your new leaders coming through. It all starts from there. How do you grow it? How do you grow it? So we've been talking in the past few weeks about having a goal of how many customers you'd like, so you know what you need to do to get there and the actions you need to take. We talked about knowing who that ideal customer is, because it's important to not try and market to everybody. We've talked about hanging out where they hang out, being you and being passionate. And this week it's all about visibility. So my little rant at the beginning about, well, not rant, that's the wrong word, about mindset and worrying about coming live on here. This is my visibility. This is me showing up where people can come and see who I am, adding value to their lives and hopefully helping them in some way, so that you get to like, know and trust me, so that you will be more likely to buy my stuff. That's how marketing works. Visibility works. You do the same in your business. And the more visible that you are, the more successful you will be. The more visible you are, building like, know and trust and adding value, the more sales you will get. People will not come to you. And you've got to remember this. We forget so often that actually we've got to put ourselves out there. It's not like you're running a shop where you've got a building on the high street. If people need your stuff, they'll walk in, or if they see something nice in the window, they'll walk in. It's not like that with direct selling and network marketing. You have to go and put yourself out there so that people know that you do what they want, so that they will then come to you. That was hard to say. Can people see what you do? Are you visible in lots of different places where your ideal customer hangs out? Do you add value where these things are? Do you build relationships where these people are? All these things are really important. First thing I want to talk to you about is your social media visibility. When you're on your social media and on your profile, your bio, can people see what you do, and can they get to know who you are? Are you visible and showing up as yourself and your business? Both are important. If you're only showing up as yourself, people won't know they can buy from you. If you're only showing up as your business, people won't understand whether they like you enough to buy. and whether they trust you enough to buy. You've got to show up as both as a small business. It's not like Coca-Cola here. Coca-Cola is one of these massive companies that doesn't need to show up as a person. They're a brand in their own right. You are your brand. You are your business. People have to get to know you. If I came on here and just gave you like a sheet with this information on, you probably wouldn't get who I am, so you wouldn't get enough to buy from me. So I have to show up as me and genuinely, authentically me. Hence, no makeup, because I don't wear makeup. My hair is my hair. I don't cover my grey. I'm never like immaculately presented, because that's not me. I've never been like that. So why would I be like that for you guys? I am showing up as me, as myself, to show that anybody can do this business. And anybody can build a successful business, whether they are glamorous, whether they are a young mum, whether they are a middle-aged lady. So yeah, you can do this. So have a look on your social media. Start with your profile. Think Facebook, because that's probably the easiest way to explain it. So I think Facebook is a place where people can see your profile. They can get to know who you are through that profile. Can people find an instant way to buy from you from that profile? Can they see what you do? Is there a link to your business page or your Facebook community or your Instagram or your website or all of the above? Are there pictures of you on there so they can get to know your smiley, happy face? Are there things about you in your life on there so that they can get to know who you are? Or is it all sell, 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 sell? You're not allowed to sell on Facebook profiles, so don't do it. They can shut you down. So have a really good think about whether that shows you. If somebody came and looked at you who didn't know you and had a nosy on your profile, can they get to know who you are and think, oh, actually, I like this person and I like what they stand for, and I can see that they do this as a business. I'd quite like to be their friend. I'd quite like to get to know more about what they do. Can they do that to you? Go and have a look. It's important, because if it's just full of cat videos or shares or random drivel or all your business, nobody's going to want to buy into you. So you've got to show up as you, right? Would you connect with you? That's the main thing. Now think about your visibility on social media in other places. Are you visible in your group consistently? Do you show up to your customers to let them get to know who you are so that they can build up that trust? Do you show up as your business enough? Do you show up in other groups and other places on Facebook? Do you show up in like community groups? Do you show up on the networking groups? Do you show up in groups where your ideal client, ideal customer are hanging out on a regular basis as you? Remember, people buy people. It's important, is this bit. Out in the real world, the real world offline, do you show up? Do you go to fairs and events on a regular basis? Are you consistently sending out catalogues to people? Are you consistently putting up posters in the village? Are you always carrying something in your bag in case somebody speaks to you about something that you can refer back to your business? Think about these things. Visibility is so important. Showing up in those same places consistently, showing up where you know your ideal customer are consistently by being you. There's a really important sales process to follow if you don't want to feel spammy. And it's basically meet, like, know, trust, buy. If you meet somebody and you try and sell to them, you miss out all the important things, like, know, and trust, that have to happen to not be spammy. Meet, like, know, trust, buy is the sales process. It's so important that you follow it if you don't want to be that person who everybody cringes or walks on the other side of the road or blocks on Facebook. You need those 5 things. So you have to get to meet people, and to get to meet people, you've got to be visible. If you've got to get to like them and they've got to get to like you, you have to show up as you. If they've got to get to know you, you've got to share stuff about you and about your business and your why and your mission and your life and your story and all those things. If people want to trust you, they've got to see reviews, and they've got to see your response to other people, and whether that person's going to want to work with you, whether they believe in you and your ethics and your values and your mission. And then they'll buy when you put the sale out. So it's also important that you put that sale out there as well and show them that actually working with you or buying from you is the best option, because you're going to look after them better than anybody else can. You're going to be that person who they can come to and be part of that community that they want. They want that level of service from you that they know they're going to get when they've built up the meet, like, know, trust. All right. It's really, really important. Really important. So get that down to a T. But the only way you're going to get that is the visibility. So get visible as much as you possibly can on a consistent basis. And this doesn't mean, 5 hours on Facebook every day, looking at everything and going through everything and commenting on everything. That's not what I mean. And this isn't about adding random people as a friend to get more visibility, because that won't work either. It'll give you less visibility with the people that you actually want to go and talk to. This is about being genuinely, authentically you, showing that you're really good at what you do, or that you're really passionate about what you do if you're new, and sharing that with the world, sharing you with the world. Hope that helps. So if you are still struggling with your Facebook visibility and you want more engagement and reach, Monday, the 4th of April, in my community group on Facebook, I am doing an Up Your Engagement Challenge week. And it's going to be all about increasing that engagement in a way that aligns with you, that isn't the same as everybody else, that is unique, and that actually will build your engagement. And I'm going to show you over the week the 5 tips, 5 things that you can do every single day that will keep your activity and your engagement up, keep you visible on social media, and have people buying from you. So come and tune into that. If you're not already in my group, there is a link somewhere on here to come and join my Facebook group, or search Direct Selling Success Support for Network Marketers on Facebook. Come and find me. It is going to be brilliant. You will love it. Other than that, I will be back here next week for tip number 7. Share this with your friends and teamies in network marketing. Go and spread the love. I'm looking at trying to get 100 new members on here, subscribers, sorry, that's what they call them on here, isn't it? By the end of March. I've got 3 days. So, so close. I think we're on 82 now. Really exciting. Have a great Tuesday. I shall see you all soon. Bye.